Hey guys, Myss Moxie here. I'm super duper duper excited to be sharing the beauty, the wonderment that is my friend and my fashionista, Natasha Holstine. Okay, so we're doing this via Skype, so I'm going to cue her in right now. So Natasha, wave to everybody.
Hi everybody, what's up?
I did this post 100 years ago about this. It was like this 2-week long makeover thing, and I swear if I had Natasha in my back pocket, half the things that I was wearing during that 2-week mission I wouldn't have been wearing at all. So that being said, when I relaunched the website, of course I thought of Natasha immediately. So here she is, and she's gonna give us some tips. So boom. But first, let's get into how you got into fashion.
I have a blog called Fashionalities, and I've done a lot of things in the fashion world. I lived in New York. I've done styling. I've done working at the Fashion Week in New York. I've worked at magazines, Red Book. I've worked at Cosmo Girl, InStyle, and I basically decided I wanted to start a blog when I was working at Saks Fifth Avenue as a marketing coordinator. So I started my blog, and I've stayed with it ever since moving to Tucson, Arizona. Not the fashiony place in the world, but I'm making it happen, and I've still been fashion styling and coordinating fashion shows out here. So I'm just staying involved. So this is just gonna be another part of doing that, and I'm really excited.
Let's just jump right into it, girl. What is one of the biggest tips you can offer a girl who is just completely clueless when it comes to how to style herself?
Well, there's so many ways nowadays. I mean, there's magazines, there are websites, street style, there are blogs everywhere. I mean, there's just an abundance of information out there and visual information. I mean, back in the day, it was hard to be able to find stuff, to see, who inspires me besides a celebrity, let's say. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the celebrity. Now they have those stylists that help them. So, I mean, that's another thing. There's stylists all over, TV shows, websites, magazines. And so I think it's just finding the style that you are. Whereas, like me, I'm eclectic. I like everything. I kind of pocket it all and I make it mine. But I mean, basically, making it yours, finding your style and finding, where you're going to be inspired, and then going off from there and playing with it. It's fun, and it's expressing yourself.
Before we hopped on this thing, we were exchanging emails about ideas we should talk about. And one of the things that you mentioned was a lookbook. Because let's be honest, number one, I get overwhelmed with all of the websites, all of the style shows. I get overwhelmed. I don't know who I am half the time, and I'm like, am I that kind of girl, that kind of girl? But then you mentioned about making a personalized style book, and so I just want to show you this. Bam! Look at all these pages. Because I get magazines, and I'm just like, toss them.
I actually have 3 ways to show you that I do it. This is my old school way. Before I had a kid, I was working, but I was, still loving fashion. And I would I don't know if you could see this well, but I would literally scrapbook, put them all together, take the time and, tape them in there. I mean, really, who has the time to do that? Really? So now, this is not pretty, but this still is what I do. This is like my own little magazine. You can make it prettier, but this is just keeping it real. I take out stuff and I put it into a folder, and then I just go through when I'm feeling like I need to be inspired, and I go through it and I look at it, just really quick. But another way that's a lot cleaner and just easier to do is an app that I have, and it's called Style Book, and it's on my iPhone. You could probably put it on your iPad too, and it's really cool because digitally, if I can say it, you're just going through and saving pictures and adding it to this, app that you can say it inspires you, and then you can put together looks together on this app as well. So there's just so many different ways you can do it, but I love it. I love being able to just flip through my folder, even though it's not pretty, and find my inspiration. And I think it's perfect for anybody because you could see what's in there and kind of play with your clothes. You don't necessarily need to go shopping. Just see how they put it together, and then see how it looks on you.
I do like the idea of having a tangible, just to kind of go
I
through.
agree.
And are there any magazines? Because I mean, let's be honest, there's so many different magazines, but some of them are not so fashion heavy as others. Is there any magazine or magazines you would recommend?
I mean, Vogue is just, it's the fashion Bible. I think it's good for anybody to kind of load up and see who's on the radar, because they usually find the first ones. So, I mean, it's more of a fashion-y article, and then there's really high end. So it's kind of not really, for some people, what they can do for themselves. So I think that People Style Watch is a really cool new one to look at. It's got great price points. They do have a lot of celebrity stuff, but I think it's kind of cool to see inspiration from them. Lucky Magazine, amazing, amazing. You see all these tabs, I go crazy. A lot of shopping. Now they have a lot of bloggers, which I think is really cool because it's, you know, real people. It's just like looking online, but instead you get to have that, like you said, tangible, easy to access. I've always loved Harper's Bazaar. I think the wear different ages section is really cool because it does, you know, speak to the 20s to 70-year-olds, I think it is. So that's kind of a cool thing to look at. Marie Claire, I love, 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 love. Nina Garcia is just amazing, and I think she really does a good job with fashion. So I also enjoy, once again, looking about what people are wearing, you know.
Yes.
And then Elle, Josie, of course.
Yeah.
I love Josie. It's kind of fun sometimes just to look at different types of magazines, like Preen, Muse, Lula. They're not like these other ones where you see them everywhere and everybody knows offhand, you know, Elle or Vogue or whatever. And then I don't have it here, but Teen Vogue, you know, like I said, Vogue is a little bit more high end and it's kind of not as easy to get access to all the stuff in there, but it's still nice to get Teen Vogue because it's a little bit more accessible. Even though it's for little girls, supposedly, they still have price points that are good for women in their 20s and 30s.
What advice would you give to people that want to really be that crazy fashion girl but are too scared to do it?
Well, start small. I mean, like this mixing of prints, I know that's kind of hard for people with a stripe and then you know, a floral print or something. Something I'm going to be doing this spring, but maybe somebody who might not want to do something like that. So why not wear a striped tank top or t-shirt and then have like a floral bracelet or maybe earrings with some floral design or something. So you're kind of jumping into it a little bit softer. So it's not as crazy, you know, as doing the prints in clothing. So it's just something to play with in that way. I mean, or you could do some floral print shoes. I mean, maybe that's a little bit too crazy for somebody, but I would think that'd be fun to do with a striped top or dress.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just something to kind of try out and just see how you feel comfortable, because I know it could be a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm really into neon right now. Instead of going all out neon top or something, wear your camel tan dress and then put a neon, you know, belt on. So then it's just kind of playing with it. It's not going full force.
What is the trend? I guess we're in spring. So what's the spring trend?
I mean, that's the funny thing now. I mean, with trends, there's so many, and you could do whatever really goes for you. Like, you know, everybody's screaming about white, 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 white. You know, we love the clean colors and stuff. Or, you know, orange. We love brights. You know, let's go orange, let's go orange. I mean, it's really finding the one that really, you know, speaks to you. Mm-hmm. I love stripes. I love the color rust. I love blush right now, the blush colors, you know, lighter kind of pink, peachy tones or whatever. So I mean, it's finding the ones that make you excited. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm going gaga for stripes. I'm going full force. I have like stripes on everything, you know, and then the mixing of prints, wedges, and I mean, like flat forms I haven't really gotten into, but that's going to be out there. But that's something, you know, to see if you're going to be interested in that. If you liked platforms, try it, you know. So it's like the bohemian 70s. I mean, there's so many that, you know, you can get overwhelmed. So I'm just like, you know, find the ones that really speak to you, mm-hmm. that you think would be fun, and that kind of work with your closet already, so you're not going out and buying a whole new wardrobe.
Natasha has her website, Fashionalities.blogspot.com, and you can follow her on Twitter, Fashionalities. But once a month, we're going to be doing these vlogs, these video vlogs, where she's going to be helping me, helping us, helping we figure out this whole like fashion world. And I don't know, maybe I'll go through and like, I don't know, like highlight an outfit here and then I'll try to wear it or something. I don't know. But yeah, just because now I'm just going to live to make Natasha proud.
Thank you.
Okay, bye,
I'm excited.
guys.
Bye.